All right, here we are, end of day one. Here is Cleveland. He is doing really good. He is pretty comfortable on the bed. You can see he's got his food there that he can eat if he wants to. And he has just been real calm and relaxed. He gets a little bit nervous when the kids like climb on the bed with him, or they get too close, or they get too much in his personal space. But as long as we've given him that happy place there on the bed and we've helped him make him feel safe there, he's done very well at just staying there, calm, cool, and collected. So except for when we've really gotten into his space with some of our littler kids, then he's gotten off. But he gets back on pretty quickly. Because these two, Cleveland and Montana, have both been coming to play at Rough Life, they both really understand that distance pressure. And so it really shows that their practice that we do with them in the yards while they're at play with the distance pressure really shows here with the bed and how we do that. Cleveland, his biggest trigger that we found so far is the opening and closing of doors. When people open and close doors, or it seems like someone's coming or going, he gets really excited and wants to bark a little bit, or gets a little bit more energetic. But for the most part, he's done really well at just hanging out over here, being calm, cool, and collected. Okay, so again, this is when we want to love on him, right? Man, he's doing so good. We almost forgot he was here. Okay, we're just gonna love on him. We're gonna praise him as much as we can. When he's doing so good like this, that's awesome. Okay, that's what we want to do. We want to give him that affection and that praise so that he really knows like this really is the best spot in the whole world. Okay, and then we can come over here to Montana. Okay, Montana is getting a little bit tired of being on the bed, I think. She also has been doing really well. We've been able to correct her a few times as she gets up, usually just by a look across the way. Davey, can you go help the baby? He dropped his bottle. Usually by just a little bit of a look across the hall, or we can call her out on it, and she knows to put her bum right back down. She's also been doing good. She's getting a little bit impatient, being here for the last, let's see, what's it been? 3 hours almost, again this evening. And so she's starting to whine a little bit. Our other dogs are back outside. They're having their dinner outside. David, go just stand over there with him, please. The other dogs are kind of whining a little bit. You can see our dogs are outside there at the door. So she's whining because she wants to go out and play with those other dogs, or when they got up and went past her. She's just being a little bit more vocal. That's going to happen. They're going to get vocal. They may bark or whine, okay, or whatever that might be. We're just going to ignore that vocal that comes out because we don't want to reinforce it in any way at this point. We don't want them to think, well, if I whine and bark, then I get some attention, right? Even negative attention can be attention. So if they learn they can whine and bark and get our attention, get us to come over there with them, okay, and do those things, okay, get us to stop what we're doing and give them attention, then they're going to do that. So we're just going to ignore the vocal, the barking, the whining, anything like that. And we're just focusing on that physical behavior at the moment. You can see she relaxed right back down. And she's resting again, which is awesome. Okay, we've had kids, we ate dinner, we had kids running around, they were playing on the love sack here. They like to jump and roll over these. And she's done a good job about not getting off. There was a couple times when the other dogs went through, or I would take Cleveland back to the laundry room for reflection time, and she wanted to get up and go after him or go with him or little things like that. But overall, she's done really good. The first day is usually kind of a different day. There are a lot of big changes. We're getting used to new things, okay? And so it's usually kind of a big like, oh, we don't know what to do. Okay, day 2, we're going to start to push a little bit more buttons. So we're going to get a lot more videos tomorrow. We're also going to start pushing them a little bit more, adding in distractions, a little bit more noises. Today's kind of about setting a baseline and getting them familiar with what we're expecting and what we want of them. And then we're going to start pushing their limits and seeing how crazy life can get, kind of like we did with the vacuum earlier with Montana, and what else we can get her to do, or what else we can do around her and her still feel calm, cool, and collected and safe on that bed there. So we're going to keep practicing. These guys got a little bit more time here as we wrap up our day. We'll put them in reflection, and we might set them out for just like a bathroom break before bedtime, and then we'll put them back in that reflection space for bedtime as we all go to bed, because we can't be out here to watch them. So again, they're going to go in that reflection space while we cannot watch them. Or they could be out playing. But again, we got to finish up our day with that reflection time in the reflection space where they can just let it all soak in and do a good job. So Montana's doing very well also, just like Cleveland is doing. And today was a good day one for both of them. You can see they look pretty worn out and tired, right? Again, the mental exercise of sitting here on this bed is very tiring. It's very hard physically and mentally for these dogs, and it does wear them out pretty good. So again, reviewing those steps that we are doing today. Step 1 is they get to go out and play and get their wiggles out. Step 2 is we go for a walk, okay, that on leash time where we use the contact pressure. Step 3 is time here on the bed where we do not use the contact pressure, but we use the distance pressure, which we'll try to get better videos of tomorrow to really show that to you and how that works. And then step 4 is that reflection time in their room where they're closed in and they don't have any options of where to go or what to do. It's just relax on their nice soft plush beds that we put in there for them, a little piece of home. And that's what they'll get to do here tonight in a little bit.